Okay, folks. Hey, thanks for stopping by my channel. Full disclosure, and I just looked at some of the footage that I recorded in my garage to make this video. And one of the downsides is with using a GoPro and setting it up this way is you don't know. You kind of have to set up the shot. So I do apologize. And I am working on doing a lot of listings lately and not so much about videos. So pardon some of the sloppy background, or pardon some not always the best camera shots. um yeah, I want to look my best and I want to do better doing these type of videos, but really the focus of today's videos is more of a business oriented and thoughts on listing and selling more on eBay. So that is the important part. I could have refilmed it, I could have moved some boxes around and stuff like that, but you know what, I'm busy in the middle of stuff, and I still, the information that I'm putting out today is still valid, and I hope you guys will appreciate that. So thank you. Hey folks, thanks for tuning into my channel. Today's going to be a little bit of a different video, not so much showing sourcing or adventures on the road and getting stuff, but I want to say more of a educational, let's try this, and more of a business type video that I wanted to do, and I want to share that with you guys. Okay, so what I decided to do, and I have been part of, it's called the Side Hustle Network. It's a private group that they, Chaz and Trista created, and the challenge has been Monday through Friday to list 3 a day. Now, 3 a day is nothing. I mean, I kind of like, wow, 3 a day. But the last month, I've been listening to, I caught an interview, chat, podcast with Back from Burnout Mel, and she did an interview with Techno Sports, a guy out of Florida that's selling a lot of stuff online. It's just so focused on business that he's doing tremendous numbers. But one of the other people that I've been listening to a lot lately is Chris, Daily Refinement. And I'm just amazed that, honestly, he got kicked off of eBay, and yet he didn't give up or basically get on YouTube and cry. Yeah, he talked about it and explained the challenges and what happened, but he focused on downsizing some of his inventory and the numbers that he's been doing, on Whatnot. Something like, and maybe I'm wrong as far as the number, but $100,000 a month selling stuff on Whatnot. I mean, think about that. There's people that don't sell $100,000 in 2 or 3 years selling on eBay or online. So it has motivated me personally to say, at the end of the day, this has to work. I do this full time, and because of past health issues, don't have a regular full time job, and I actually enjoy being the traveling picker, Patdees, and going out on the road and sourcing stuff. And I guess the toughest part is always the listing, just because taking the picture, moving it's work. That's even tougher than shipping. Shipping, once you basically get it, and I mean, when it comes to clothes, clothes are easy to ship. The hard stuff is shipping. Is if you're not niched down, if you don't like shipping it, is glass. Then if you don't like shipping something, then I guess I would recommend don't sell that item. But books, toys are easy to ship. Clothes are easy to ship. So I don't know what kind of store you guys are, and if you want to comment below and tell me if you niche down, or I consider myself an everything store because I probably sell roughly in 15 different categories. But as I was doing orders tonight, and what I have been doing is not trying to always watch YouTube, but more lurk and listen to it in the background, but watch it, but also work. Not let it serve as a distraction and be a hangout where basically, and I've been guilty of that in the past, where it becomes more of a distraction. And if you're serious about being full time, then you have to. So I was listening to Chris, and the Zoom meeting, today's Wednesday, that he does, and they put that out, and he talked about something about a year or two ago, basically being broke and had 28,000 items, and now he's down to 8, basically sold off 20,000 items. And I know that he's done, if you listen to when he got banned on eBay, talked about doing over $2 million. And, honestly, at $2 million, he's made some good money. He's, I would be guessing, but he's had to make $250,000, $350,000, doing that. And that's actually a low number, but maybe I'm wrong, But I mean, out in California, and I base that number off what basically he pays help. But, I've been listening to him a lot lately, and he doesn't do videos where he's outsourcing. He's very sort of analytical, very business oriented. And most of his videos are done just like I'm doing here, basically at his storage unit. Now I'm in my garage, and it's basically talking about the process of doing business and basically recommendations on what you can do to improve your business. He takes it very serious, very, very focused on what. So I've been listening, and tonight I thought about something. And I thought, I got stuff in there. I started the year with roughly about, I'd say 250, 350 listings, roughly. Now, it could have been over the holidays. Maybe I'm not quite sure. But either way, I think the most listings I had in the last year and a half, combined with 2 stores, was 1,000. But maybe, my store, I was averaging probably 400. But now I've got it up to 1,500 listings, and I know it's not always about the number. It's more about the quality, and you don't want to put stuff in your store that is sitting there for years, and you're reluctant to sell it. So the situation is, I have some things in there that so I'm trying to experiment, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to make this video. I have some Coca-Cola ads in there that typically should go for, they're matted and stuff, but they should go for $10. I think I had them listed in there for 15 or best offer, and haven't sold any in the last 6 months. And I know it takes a unique customer for that item, and has to be somebody, maybe that's something that would sell in a booth if you had like an antique store. But so what I decided to do is I lowered them down to $5 with $1.99 shipping, and I'm trying it out because at the end of the day, because he got me thinking, is he would rather sell things, and he was talking about basically he sold something and took like a 12-cent loss or something like that, because basically what happens is as you sell more, eBay And probably to me, basically, and he didn't use this word, but to me, I'm thinking about YouTube and Facebook and how it works. The more that you sell, then the analytics are probably the same on eBay, with, even selling a couple items that you make $1 starts really maybe driving more traffic. When it starts popping up in people's, that's all I could figure. So I also took about 83 Sports Illustrated books, bag and board it. That's a unique customer that wants to have those things, collect them and stuff like that. So I decided to lower those down to, I had them at $19.99 or best offer. And so I went in there and basically cut the price down by 40% and an offer best offer on 83 of those, and even lower the shipping sum. So I'm not married to this stuff. Yeah, I like the stuff, and I know that, you know, some of this stuff is long tail, they say, and you might have to but at the end of the day, you have to create that cash flow, and I want to turn a certain percentage of my store so that I don't become what a lot of resellers or people that do this is. I'm guilty of it too. Always looking for, as I stand here in my garage, and I have an office area, and plus I'm basically going to turn one side of the garage into a area that is sort of an office, eBay, and then the other side that my wife can park in. Right now, nobody could park in here because I've been bringing stuff in, taking pictures, you know, listing it, getting it, you know, and I sell on Amazon, I sell on Facebook, and I sell on eBay. Facebook has been slow because I don't know if you guys have noticed, Facebook is, if you're doing it as a business, they're really making it tough that you have to verify. They want like 4 documents and something like that, and you know, so I got to work on that too. I noticed because in the past month, all of a sudden it came to a halt, and I realized they're not showing it. But that's another story. But as I go to garage sales, flea markets, Goodwill, I mean, I source a lot of places, and I'm bringing in. I have enough. I can list right now approximately 3,000 items, $70,000 on my store. I still. I'm pretty much at that halfway point. Yeah, I'm about 1,500 items and about $35,000, so I could still list. But I got to create that cash flow and be willing to accept lower margins on things, and just try to find that audience that are interested in those things. And who knows, maybe somebody comes along and buys 3 or 4 of the Sports Illustrated. Maybe was it $5 or $7 that was holding them back? And sometimes, you know how it is when you're shipping, you're better off sometimes selling 3 to one person than you know, one to 3 separate persons, because you make a little bit more up being more efficient in shipping. And you know, it's always nice and easy and better when you sell more to one person than, you know, selling to, you know, many different people. Obviously, you want to grow and have you know, more customers. But if you guys also could do me a favor, follow my eBay store. Go on there. It's Patdees, like my name. Also, I have a website, thetravelingpicker.com, and I just want to share this experiment. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it probably till Labor Day, and I'm gonna make more videos and tell you how basically I do with it and how it works and stuff like that. But I think the mistake a lot of people make is sometimes being too stubborn on things that, you know, nope. You know, for example, you buy something for $5. Nope, if I can't, you know, 5 other people got $20 for it. If I can't get $20, I'm not selling it. And sometimes they could get $17 and they could sell it. Now, no way am I telling you that, you know, I mean, I had something this week, like a shirt, and I don't know, I think I was asking 20, and I think I was willing to take 15 or 16 or something like that. The guy comes back at 10. I said, no, you know, there just wasn't enough with fees and everything. Now, maybe I should have sold it, but you get to a point where, you know, how low can you go? And I only had the shirt listed for a week, so I think it was a good quality item. And sometimes just being patient with some things, you know, puts more money in your pocket. Do I want to be one of those guys that turn 10,000 items a year at $5? No. I don't want to become the Dollar Tree of eBay, but at the same time, don't want to be stubborn and want to experiment and see really. Well, I mean, if I tomorrow could, for example, sell. I keep looking at these. Here's a nice shirt. If I tomorrow could sell 50 of these shirts and make $5, that'd be a good thumbnail, I think. It's because it's a pretty shirt. So if I could sell 50 of these shirts and make $5 versus somebody in a sense saying, well, I want to make $10 or $12, I would do it, because that's one example. Basically, you would have 12,500. So if you did that twice, you two items like that, you would have basically a $25,000 profit just from two. In other words, two. No, I don't mean like exactly that same shirt, but for example, if I sold 50 shirts, and then let's say I sold 50 pair of jeans and made $5. So imagine selling 100 items a week and making $5, and then having that steadiness of that to build on it, and then you could. One of the things I sell is VHS. I typically only make $1. What I hope sometimes is that maybe sometimes people buy something else, or it creates traffic. And at the end of the day, I got them at a good price, and and people laughed when I got a lot of them when I did, but I've probably made about, in the last 2 years, roughly about $2,000 selling VHS, that 4 or 5 different ones that I had. So, all right, guys. Again, excuse me if I'm blabbering on, and I do appreciate you guys watching the video. I'm filming this with the GoPro. It seems like sometimes it's weird. It seems like if I film with the GoPro and actually upload the clear picture, it just gets more traffic, and this is just something that had popped in my head, and I wanted to talk about and get your feedback, what you think. If you're new to the channel, I'm almost at 4,000 subscribers. If you give me thumbs up, it doesn't cost you nothing. And I love talking shop. I wish, that in the future that we could get sometimes a hangout once a month where we could have some people come in, and I'm not looking for no money or nothing like that. Just come in and hang out, and we could talk shop and talk about your experience and what you do, or what your thoughts on. Ask questions of the group. And my channel's still small enough yet that if I had even 5 people come on, that we could have a good time and handle it and chat. When you start getting up above 100,000 and you got, let's say, 2,000 people, then you got to do things a little different. So I get it. So, guys, thank you again, and I'll see you on YouTube. Bye.